Guys, welcome to Trigger Warning. My name is Jackson Lewis, and today we're going to be doing a first reveal / unboxing of Steele Industries PVS-14 in the white phosphor. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, so as you can see, Steele Industries comes in a package. It's fragile, of course, their logo on there. Start cutting it open. As you can see right there, alright, pretty nice display, nice and protected. There you go. Comes in a nice hard case. Nice little way to store it, so no complaints there. On and open, so don't know what that's for, but oh well. Alrighty, they do come with some stickers, a little manual, a pin to clean off the lens and everything like that. Thank you for your business card. Appreciate it. Warranty number. So data sheets, inspection reports, and everything inside of here, and or behind top padding. So should be. Oh, here it is. All of your paperwork, basically inspection sheets, any of the information you may want to know. And then here is the PVS-14. So overall, nice presentation, nice experience. Very excited to start using this. I want to talk about the mounting options and my personal setup that I did, especially on a budget, because anything night vision is always very expensive. So first off, we're going to start with the bump helmet. I just have a regular bump helmet off of Amazon, some Chinese bump helmet, trying to keep it under budget. Eventually, I will get a ballistic helmet, but I'm going to wait after I just spent all this money. So first, bump helmet on Amazon is about $60 to $62 around there. I'll put the link in the description. And then with it also came this bump helmet cover, which is all this ropes and everything. And then I had laying around this American flag patch. So I threw that on there, as well as on Amazon I did buy a infrared American flag patch. With the Steele Industries PVS-14 also came a patch with their logo, so I threw that on there as well. And then on here I also have a battery pack / cover, air weight holder, so I can distribute the weight between the back and the front. And also I keep extra batteries in here, and then some lead fishing weights just to weigh it down. And then we're going to talk about the mounting system. So most of bump helmets, especially bump helmets, airsoft bump helmets, everything will already have a shroud on them. Ballistic helmets, some of them do, some of them don't. So depending on what your needs are, if you're just using this to play around with, or you're about to go into World War III, that would determine your needs of a ballistic versus bump helmet, but bump helmet's just fine. So I got the one automatically with a shroud on it. And then I have the Wilcox dovetail mount. Get this off real quick. Here we go. Very customizable. You can adjust the distance from your face. You can also adjust the pitch of it. You can also adjust the height. It's kind of hard to do on here. Move this up and down. And then here's the release lever for the dovetail. And so let's put that back on there. Then click. There you go. So you just click these two. This locks it into place, and this takes it off, and there's just a little piece of metal that comes up right here. So put that right back into place. And then on your PVS-14, it is going to mount onto here through a J-arm, but it has to be the dovetail attachment of the J-arm, which is right here. So we want to get that out. Okay, so here is the J-arm. This is the dovetail attachment J-arm. There's also the bayonet, which will not fit on a dovetail. So you have to make sure that your J-arm and your attachment line up with each other and that they're compatible. Because if you get a dovetail with a bayonet J-arm, they're not going to go together. So as you can see, that little area, this literally just slides in right there. and then you just click the buttons to release it, like that. And it's very secure, nothing's coming off, and as well as you can't accidentally hit this button. Like, you can smack it, it's not just going to come off. You have to actually push it for it to come off. And then we're going to go over the attaching process of that to the PVS-14. So your PVS-14 has a little like tripod mount on there, and this already comes with a perfect spot to screw it in. So you literally just line up the holes and screw it in. So, like I said, dovetail goes right in. Literally just slide it right on, and boom, it's mounted like that. And then push this button, it goes straight back up. Sort it that way, back down, and then you can also push right here to switch in between eyes if you want to. Overall, pretty well. I really do recommend getting a weight pouch or some type of weight at the back of the helmet, just for the weight, because as you can see, kind of falls forward. If you put your hand in here right in the top of the helmet and it's weighted evenly, it will stay like this. Mine, I still have to put some more weights in it. I just now set it up, so we'll be doing that later, but as you can see, leans forward from all of the weight. As well as, like I said, I store my extra batteries in here. I also have, I distinguish the ones that I haven't used yet versus the one that I'm actively using. So this is the battery that I've started using, and then all the new ones are going to stay in here. And just so I know which battery has been used, which one hasn't, so I'm not going out and putting in a half-used battery that dies in 30 minutes and then having to switch batteries constantly, figure out which one's fully used. As well as these bump helmets, I would really also recommend getting some type of padding, aftermarket padding inside, because the stock padding that comes with it is pretty uncomfortable and will give you a headache. They're very hard, very firm. So I got these ones off of Amazon. Just look up any bump helmet padding inside, or any type of helmet padding. Get the one that usually says memory foam, which is what I did, which is the most comfortable. And I have worn this helmet for an hour straight with nothing bothering me, no pain, no headaches, nothing, versus beforehand, after 2 minutes of wearing it, I was already getting a headache. All right, so we're going to take this off real quick to talk about the weird spot. There you go. To talk about the workings of this PVS-14. So some of them have a dial right here, or right here, where you can turn on, off, infrared, and adjust your gain and stuff like that, grain. But this one, all of the buttons are on the bottom. So you have the power, your IR flashlight, and then turn up and down, which is pretty nice. Very easy buttons to use right there. And so then you do have your eyepiece right here, plastic cover on here, and then you do have a focus right here to focus right there. And then as well as on the other end, you do have a focus as well. I do not want to take this cover off fully, but you can see twist right here and it focuses. So this is a daytime cap. It has a tiny pinhole right there, which you can use with it on in the dark. It's mostly to protect it during daylight, obviously. But using it in the dark, it's just going to be way darker because it's not allowing as much light going in through the piece. When you take it off, it will be 10 times brighter. So do not make that mistake, because some people do. And then here you go, battery compartment. Like I said, the battery is on my helmet. I would not like to, and you should not store your batteries inside your device. This is a very expensive thing, and you cannot treat it as just a toy. You have to treat it as what it is, something that's very expensive. So leaving a battery in can corrode, the battery can leak acid, and that's just a whole nightmare to deal with. So store your batteries outside of it, as well as do not let any bright lights or anything shine inside of this end, especially if it's on, because that will damage the tube, the intensifier tube inside. So you want to be very careful with that, especially light. A general rule of thumb that I have been going by is if it's bright enough to see with your own eyes, this does not need to be used. If you can see well enough in a dark room, still, unless you cannot see at all or you really need help seeing, I wouldn't recommend using this, especially with lights, lasers, anything like that, which will just damage the tube, because depending on the tube, they basically have like a shelf life kind of 10,000 to about 20,000 hours, depending on tube, depending on how well you take care of it, depending on a bunch of things. But it is being used every single time you use it. Those hours are going down. It's depleting its life. But do not be scared to use it, because what's the point of having it if you're scared to use it? You got it to use it. So do not think about how many hours you're using and how many hours are going down since you used it all day yesterday or anything like that. Use it to the best of your ability, because I mean, you did spend a whole bunch of money on this, so might as well get your money's worth. Alrighty guys, thank you for watching this video. This will be my first video, just a overall first view, first glance type of thing. Anything, just want to say anyone who's interested in looking at night vision or interested or even just bought one, anything to help them with. So with that, thank you for watching Trigger Warning. My name is Jackson Lewis, and have a great day.